Hey there, it's Patmos and welcome back to what is already episode 5 of our Prison Architect game. We were busy trying to get to the point where we can have some doggies and stuff to make sure that our prison stays safe. And that's what we're aiming for right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a double staff door there so that only the staff can get in that room. And while the prisoners are busy getting into class, going to work here so that they can set up the store. As you can see, they are now sorting out the goods, and these are trying to sell some goodies, which is nice. I like that. At the same time, we can hopefully build the guard dogs. We have some good money. Early prisoner release reward, very nice. Don't think he'll be reformed, but okay. These guys got some goodies. I think some chocolate or something. Which is nice. I mean, this looked like a chocolate bar or something. So, yeah, they should be happy. And this should feed their luxury need. So, that's a great one to have. Because then, basically the food need and the family need and the exercise needs are the one that have some redness. But, hey, they can get those, so why worry about it? And this should help them get their luxury goods. I always like those kind of things. Just make sure that your prisoners have everything and they'll be less likely to cause trouble. Will they not cause any trouble? They will cause you trouble. No matter what you try and do. Even if you built the perfect prison, there will be some trouble. But what I like about it so much, you can control it a bit. Alright, if you build a kennel, it has to be 5 by 5. The armory does not have a minimum stance. So if we built the kennel 5 by 10, you build a wall in here. Like this. Then we do another double door. And then we make this the armory. Then all of a sudden we have an armory. We have a kennel. And we can house some doggos. Now I'm not sure which way this kennel is facing. You can't really see that right now. So I'm just going to build one, see how it's faced. We use the standard ones and then we can do some rotating around. Of course, we have to get power here and stuff, but this will help us get to the point where we can get another grant in. And that will be very nice. Ooh, we're feeding all the prisoners, but we don't have enough meals yet. How many staff? We have only 4 cooks. Let's get 2 extra. That might help out. Well, this is going to take them a bit of time. Gives me time to set up the utilities here. This and probably this one right here. Now there's no entrance into this one. I'm not sure what we're going to make here, so not putting in the door. We'll do that soon. Ah, yeah, this one needs to be rotated. So yeah, let's rotate it that way. And now we can make some extra door crates. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's at least 8 doggos that can then also sleep straight off the bat. We can get more dogs if we want to, but at least this is a start. We also have to set up the armory. Let's get a guard locker. 4 should be enough. It also needs a table for them to work with their goodies, and then some weapon racks. Alright, this is costing me a lot of money, but then we can get the armed guards soon, and I will be very happy to have those. So that should be worth it. There we go. We have lighting. Another bonus for an early released prisoner. Oh, this is going well. How are we doing here with the power? Very good. So we can extend the workshop soon. Make even more money. Prisoners still in class. Prisoners buying their goodies. Do we see... Yeah, the luxury need is going down a little bit. They now mostly have a sleep and a food need. Yeah, that's okay. I am actually going to get some doggos. We'll get 4. They'll be good for narcotic searches, so we can really search for some narcotics. Another thing I would like to add with this is get a dog handler into this area. That means it will spot a lot of the contraband that comes in, which is great. And I want another one in visitation for other types of contraband that might be smuggled in. The last 2 can just roam around anywhere. That's fine. But starting off with 4, we might be getting a few more soon enough. But for now, this is okay. The armory is ready. So now for the mission, we have 2 dog handlers, but we need to get a dog patrol going. And assign 2 armed guards to a patrol. So we go to deployment and then go to patrols. And then we just make a blue patrol here. We have to get 2 armed guards. And the problem with armed guards is, first of all, they're really expensive. But they have a negative impact on prisoners. So 2 armed guards are in the service. They don't like that, the prisoners. So what I like to do is basically get rid of those armed guards quickly. Let's do 2 doggos. Yep, alright, we got the grant. Let's get rid of these guards. And then I'm going to fire those guards. I don't want any armed guards in my prison at the moment. They'll just create unrest, and that's something that I can't use right now. Did we get some new grants? Maximum security infrastructure. The size of your security force. Lock body armor, tasers, CCTV monitors, CCTV cameras. Okay, sounds interesting. Alright, well, we'll get that. We get a nice grant advance. That's nice. What if I want to buy some extra land? We have to make that available. Land expansion. Let's go with that. Let's go with surveillance, because... Ooh. Let's go with tasers and body armor for now. That will be happy. We can give our guards body armor. They are less likely to get killed and stuff, which is good because we don't have to hire new ones. And now I immediately know a good thing to make right here, which will be not a classroom, but a training room. This is where we will be training our staff for things like the taser and such. Now, in a training room, we need an office desk for the teacher, probably. So that's one. By the way, people, do a tunnel search. Keep doing those. We need chairs, a rat trap, first aid station, and a grit bin. Alright, let's see. Can we find those? Yes, the rat trap. First aid station. They were all used for the teaching. And then we need chairs in here. Let's get some chairs. 1. I'd like to educate as many staff as we can at one go. So that we don't have to do too many courses. We can just get this over quickly. So as soon as we can, this should be ready. And then we can get going with teaching our staff. That would be very helpful. Apparently no tunnels found. I like it. We can also do a narcotics search now. It will take a long time. But now that the prisoners are asleep, they won't be so aware of us searching them. And their stuff, which is good. The doggos will have to do it, so that takes up a lot of time. Let me get some extra dog handlers, because those dog handlers have a good grasp on prisoners, like... first of all, they can sniff a lot of stuff out, but it will scare the prisoners a bit more. Attempting to keep them a little bit more in line. I like that. As we can see, they're quite busy, but they're also finding some nice goodies. Remember from the beginning, when we did just the tunnel search, we would find a whole lot of booze and stuff, because everything could be just thrown over the edge and then done. That can't be done anymore, so that's good. Alright, they're carrying the chairs now. That's great. Soon enough we can start training. They're searching a lot of places with the doggos, so that's good. People are now waking up. That's not so good, but it's fine. Look at how few things they find. They've done half the search. There's not so much to be found. So we actually have our prison under control. I kind of like it. All we have to do now is get body armor research. Well, we're busy with that. And place some cameras, and things will already be better in the prison, and we get a nice ton of money. I like that. The prisoners will be pissed, though, because we are searching them. Let me check the food. Prison policy. We give them high quality foods. They really like that, and that will keep them more in line, so that's the good news. Right now, let's just work on some workshop benches here. Oh, 1, 2. And some workshop presses. Yep. Because, wow, there's a lot going on. Some prisoners are really pissed. Oh, our guards are handling it quite well. And as soon as we have the body armor unlocked, they will all get their body armor. which is good. Oh, we just need this one utility thing, but it needs to be searched first. And then we can start to do the trainings. This will get us the extra money that I'm looking for at some point. Not straight away, but at some point. But yeah, what I like about the game, if you play with actual money, is you have to plan your expenses, you have to plan your expansions, and you have to make sure that you do things slowly so you keep running a healthy prison. And I like that about this game. If you play with unlimited money, which I also do sometimes, you just scale things up big time, but that also ensures more trouble in your prison. And right now, that's not happening so much. Alright, so now we want to train our staff. How do we do that? Well, we go to programs and then our staff programs. Fire training, interesting, but we don't really need that. Guard taser certification requires taser rollout. So we have to research that. Ooh, 5,000. Well, we'll do that. We can already give them some fire training or first aid training. First aid training will be nice. Staff will learn how to administer first aid after equipping themselves at the first aid station. First aid can heal minor injuries and stabilize those in critical conditions. So this can be helpful to save prisoners' lives. So we're going to start with that. We're going to do 2 trainings, and as soon as the taser is unlocked, we're going to start with that as well. And what we should probably see as soon as the body armor is researched, our guards will start to take shifts heading over to the armory and then getting body armor. So there we go. Body armor is ready, and we can immediately see all the dog handlers go in here. And now all the guards come and see they get body armor. Now they're stronger, better equipped. Costing me a ton of money though, the body armor. But it will keep all my guards way safer, and I'm all for that. And tasers will also make a huge difference in keeping the guards safe and preventing a lot of deaths. So we're gonna get to the tasers. I actually would like to buy some extra space here, but what does it cost? 80,000? Wow. Because if we're going to get a maximum security area, I want it completely separated from this area, so those prisoners will never interact with each other. That's what my vision for it. That's what I would like to see, but I'm not so sure that can happen anytime soon. What we can do, though, is start cloning this little area. There it is. We rotate it around, and we start to work on a new prison block here. That means extra prisoners. Extra money. I like that. So there we go. We have the money for it now. So let's build it. Let's get those extra prisoners in. And we should be able to unlock some more people in here that can work. We don't have any people working in the kitchen right now. Let's do that as well. So we have 12 working there. Maximum jobs 8. So this is filled to the max in terms of jobs. Are there any more jobs we can put people in? So that they can all get experience. Yes. And prisoners that work, prisoners that do good things, are less likely to re-offend. So we can have 30 people in here. Let's just get everybody in that wants a job. That will be good for them. Let's check the reform. We're down to 37. We can see their work rate's up to 1. So they actually do some good work. Health is okay. Security not so much. Punishment and average reform grade are okay. So, yeah, it's okay. Alright, these are really busy now. We still make good money. We have room for 4 more prisoners. Oh, that's okay. Ooh, they hear tunneling sounds there. You know what? Let's do a tunnel search during the day. That's okay. They do hear some tunneling sounds, so there is a tunnel somewhere. We just need to find it. Which can be a problem, of course. Oh, yep. They found a tunnel there. At least one. That's not the tunneling sounds they heard here, so... Well, let's see. One more place. Alright, tunnel search is done. We only found one small tunnel. Oh well, it is what it is. At the moment, we still have 50,000. As soon as this starts to kick in, which is right now, we'll lose some money. But building this whole block almost cost 20,000. We did not even set up the utilities in here yet. So that is something. But it's worth it. This will also grant us the extra money that I'm looking for at the moment. What should we do here? Well, there will be more blocks for the prison. Yeah. Let's start by doing this. And then we're just going to cut this one like right here. And we'll do this. Let's set up the water utilities. Luckily, this is all very cheap. I like it that the utilities won't take a big cut out of your stuff. I mean, 36. So basically, we probably spent like 500 on all the utilities to get this watered and powered. So that's good. That's nothing bad. Now we just have to get it all ready. And we are making some money on exports. We made 2,500 on exports last day, which is basically just the license plates. So the more we can do with that, the better it is. We could get a death row. Well, that's nice. Here we go with the taser rollout. Now we need the surveillance stuff. But once we get the tasers rollout and we start to give them training, we can get those tasers out. So I'm just waiting for that to kick in. And we can start the taser programming. There we go. It is approved. Let's go to program, staff programs, taser certification. Alright, let's do 4 programs in conclusion. It is a lot of money for those programs. But you do want guards with tasers. Those are the good guards. And hey, we still have 30,000 money to spend, so we're okay. I think we're getting closer to the point, though, where at some point we just have to let the prison run itself and make some money that way before we can do anything else. But for now, it's just nothing bad. Ooh, we have a not so happy prisoner. Let's get a guard response here. Hello. Ooh, there's the doggo. He's injured. He's just taking a shower while injured and in cuffs because he has to go to solitary. Yeah, let's repair. Oh, it's in progress. So somebody will come and repair that soon. This guy will now be searched and then get into some solitary cell. Wow. Well, that was interesting. Notebook page about visual styles. I don't really care about visual styles. Let's keep going. And, well, you know, prisoners can misbehave. It's okay. It's okay. 36 now with the reoffending rate. Nice, nice. If we can get it down to 30, we can get another grant if we really want to. I don't think anybody passed the... if you take a look at all the programs, you can see workshop safety, 88% passes. Kitchen safety, 62% passes. Foundational education, there's a lot of interest. Can we do another one? Yes. But nobody passes yet because it takes a long time for them to actually get through it and pass. Only 27% pass the drug addiction test, so there will be a lot of drug addicts. Alcohol group therapy doesn't go too well. Parole hearing, only 37% pass. Spiritual guidance, half passes. So there is still a lot of improvements to be done there in terms of more people passing it. But you don't have an unlimited supply of influence over that. We can't just do something and trigger that more people will pass the spiritual stuff. It just slowly goes that way, and we have to keep it up, make sure that things get done, but that's about it. That's all we can do about it. Alright, well, they started with the inside. Some of the cells are ready, so we can actually house more prisoners already. We're up to 122. Oh, that's nice. We're up to 30,000 now. We've got prisoner intake money in because more and more prisoners come in. It doesn't look too bad. There's one more. Nice. Up to 35,000. So basically what you want prisoners to come in. You want to basically quickly reoffend them, get them out so that you get the bonus for reoffending them. Then you want new prisoners in because you get paid to take in new prisoners. And if you can get this in a nice flow and you reoffend enough prisoners, you can make good money on it. Prisoners that just stay in your prison will also give you some money, but it's not bonuses that you get, and you want those bonuses in the end. So that can be where the thing is. See, 3,000 early release prisoner reward. That's the bonus that we want. That is what we want to see. Right, there's a spot here where prisoners can still pick up goodies. Let's search this prisoner. Let's see what happens. But I think we still have to improve some stuff here. No, they didn't find anything. And I do want to get going with the perimeter wall at some point, but that's a tough one. It is a tough one. Okay, well, I don't see guards with tasers yet, so I don't think... Oh, 14% passed. So there should be 14 guards with tasers. And you can see that. I can just go into the menu and you can see it, but I want to show you a guard that actually has a taser on him. Because you should be able to see that. Question is, do they already get the taser? Yeah. So as soon as they finish their course, they do get... Oh, yeah, see, this guard has a taser on him. That's the taser. So he has his taser certification completed. And of course, the more guards have that, the better it is. This one has a taser too. So if a prisoner in here starts to misbehave, you can taser him straight out of it, which is nice. So those tasers can make a big difference. There's an extra guard in here, by the way, right now, because it's getting so crowded. But yeah, we need more tasers all around the prison. Alright, let's open the door. Ah, well, that's why. Let's get some guards in here to keep the peace. See, these are crowded areas, especially during dinner time, so having extra guards present here can easily help out to get things calming quickly. You let things get out of control, you can end up with a riot pretty quickly. We don't want that. At least I don't want that. Maybe you all want that. If you're watching, hey, that should be fun, but I don't want that. We'll see though. Looks like we have plenty of meals to feed all the prisoners. We got some good money in. How's the power doing here? That's fine. So let's get 2 extra things set up in here. So that we make optimal use of the space and what they can do. Let's get an extra table in. And this is now the most efficient workshop that we will have at this point. I don't know if I can actually, once this is all set up, if I can do some of the, reschedule some of the programs so that they can house more people. That can happen. I'll have to see though. Keeps saying that we should add a death row. Now in real life I'm against death penalty, so I'm not sure if I will do that. It's a good way to make money, but I don't like that. I don't want to do that. Let's just keep things as they are right now. Let's see. Yep, everything is installed. If we now go to programs and then go to the workshop safety, we do reschedule. No, there's not extra room, but it could be that in the terms of the logistics, we can now give extra people a job in here. There's 20 jobs available. Okay, well, there's some jobs available. I think we have so many jobs right now. 30 in here, 30 in there. That's already 60. Another 20 in here, 70, 80. We have 10 here, 90. So almost, we have people in the kitchen. So almost every prisoner... Oh, we did not hook this up. That's a little mistake. So almost every prisoner can now have a job. So yeah, they really have to spread out and see where the jobs are. And of course, we also have 9 maximum security prisoners, so that might be a thing. This area appears to be done. We have the extra cells going now. This is nice. We can house 18 extra prisoners. That means a lot of extra money. Problem is, if I immediately build the rest, probably run out of money. On the other hand, at the same time, we will be making more money again. Right, we've done these 3 units apparently, yes. So let's just continue. We are going to continue right now. We've done these 3. I think we should just go on with the rest then. I mean, even if it does take all my money, we'll get that back as soon as those new prisoners come in. And this appears to be perfect. I mean, this will get us so many more prisoners in. There we go. Let's continue with the utilities. Yeah, that's not too bad. And let's get the water in. This is all the cells anyway, so we don't need more cells in this block, which are the most costly thing at the moment, these cells. And all their equipment, like the beds and stuff, that's what really pricey. So let's just set it up like this. All the water should be there. And then they should all be really happy. And it's 30 extra prisoners, minus a few solitary cells. So that will grant us a lot of extra money. I mean, these 18 new prisoners will give us a nice hefty bonus already. This part costs us around 20,000 to put in. These is the same amount of cells, so this should cost us about the same money. Once the foundation is laid. So it should be okay. Let's do another tunnel search. There we go. Search for tunnels. How are we doing with exports? Almost 3,000 in exports. I like it. I like it. Ah. First aid probably. Yep, they all have a first aid kit in their hands. That's good. Ooh, we found a tunnel. There it is. Let's tunnel. Let's remove it. Bye, tunnel. Ooh, they found a rope. Very good, very good. That means that they can't do that escape. That's great. Oh yeah, we got some tasers going out. Wow, tasers are expensive, so that's costing me a lot of money. Hopefully we still have enough money to pay for everything and get this all set up, but... ooh, can be tough. I do love the fact that they find so few amounts of contraband. That means that we have that under control at the moment. I'm just happy with that. 9%! So 9 prisoners are reformed after release. That's good. You won't see those back normally. And that's a good score. Almost a 10% achieving that grant. 8.8 thousand. Wow. Wages is the highest thing that we have, and corporation tax. So that could be something too, because there is a research that we can do. Tax relief. We'll cut our expenses in half. So instead of 30%, we'll pay 15%. Right now, 30% means 3,700. If we cut this in half, we will be paying like, I think 1,300 or something. No, 17 or 1,800. Which will, in 10 days, or even earlier, in 5 days, pay back for itself. So if we can do that one at some point, that will be very handy. Just remember, our prison is only 18 days old yet. And we've grown quite a bit, up to 135 prisoners, and things, I'd say, don't look bad. They actually look quite good. We're doing well. But let's keep this up. Something was ready. What was ready? I don't know what we did. Probably the surveillance one. Now we have to get the CCTV improvement, I guess. Oh, we can see the cones and stuff. Well, we don't need that. What we need is build a CCTV monitor and place CCTV cameras throughout your prison. I don't really want to build them throughout my prison. Question is, where are the places that we should keep most safe? Probably in some cell areas or something? But I'm not sure. We'll have to think about where we're going to place that. Another thing to think about is... when are we going to start making corridors here? These are still out in the open. It can be interesting to make corridors here, or hallways, so that these are all inside. That will make sure that, like right here, they can't throw stuff in here anymore, because it's just inside, so there should be a roof over it. So that can be another solution to the problem of having some contraband in the prison. But I don't think we have a lot of contraband at the moment, so we are okay. The doggos are taking a rest, but that's fine. Prisoners are getting up, doing some showering. And if we take a look at their needs, we can still see the luxury needs going down. They have a need for hygiene, but they're showering now anyway. That's good. They have a need for family, but they can fulfill that need right here in visitation. And of course, we also have some phones and stuff where they can fulfill that need, so that should do the trick. Don't know if we should place some phones in the canteen or something, so that they can do the same in there. Not so sure about that. Alright, there comes the guard. Doing all the repairs and stuff in here. What I just have to do is open the door now. There we go. Oh, let's repair the door, by the way. Might be a good one. New prisoners came in. We now make 10 grand a day. Wow. That's a good amount. Yeah, let's lock this door open, just like we did with all the other prison doors, so no guard has to go there. Ooh, this guy's smuggling out a spoon. Should not do that. That's why we've installed these metal detectors. 13,000. We've just spent a lot of money on beds and stuff. But once this is up, we have another whole section ready. Just need this then. Ooh, this is so nice. Another thing I want to do then is build walls here, because otherwise we'll be stuck with the fence there. And then I think we have to save a bit of money in order to build the common room and the yard on this side. But I'm all good with that. This looks nice. Everything has power in here. Just need to get the lights in and give it some power. There's a guard with a taser. How many guards do you have a taser right now? 95% pass. 39 out of the 41. We can stop some of these programs. Just for the new ones, we keep it. But yeah, most of them pass, so only 2 guards don't have a taser yet. All the others should have a taser. Right, let's start some fire training. Not that we expect any fires, but I want the best guards out there, and fire training is part of that, so let's do it. We have room for more prisoners again. 38 visitors. 13 prisoners are up for parole, meaning that we slowly start to deal with the amount of parole requests that there are, which is good. Let's keep that going. More and more cells get ready here. Thing is, we can't click the cell block D grant at the moment, because we have these all running, so we should work on that. 10 prisoners passed the foundation education course. Well, none of them passed it yet, so that's a tough one. But they're all interested and they're all busy with it. They just need to pass. It takes time, apparently. Lots of prisoners are in their cell. They do have clean prison clothing all the time. That will be making them happy with the cleanliness. So things work out. Might need an extra visitation soon, though. With this amount of prisoners, we can't really fulfill all the need for family, I think. I don't know how quickly that regains, though. So the need for family, we are actually living up to it. So that's good. They just have a need for sleep, a little bit of drugs or alcohol, and some luxuries. But hey, they can get all that. So basically, we fulfill all their needs, so they have less need for misbehavior. And we can see that in our prison, because it's not going that bad. We don't have a lot of deaths and stuff at the moment, not a lot of fights. Every now and then some prisoner will go nuts, but that's it. And that's very good. Ooh, 9,000 for early prisoner rewards. Nice. On the other hand, things can always spiral out of control even without a clear cause. So just be aware that even if we now get a big angriness and some prisoners start to riot and stuff, there's not always something you can do about it. It's just part of the game. Deal with it and move on. And that's not too hard, so it should be nice. Ooh, we can get past 150 prisoners right now. Wow, that's a lot. Ooh, and we're reaching the maximum output for this one. So let's build an extra maximum capacitor to make sure we don't run out. I also want a little wall built here, so it's walled off. There we go. Alright. Alright. Well, they're bringing in all the goodies that we still need. Looks like these cells are almost ready, although the shower head still needs to be brought in. Once you start to see things double, that usually means that things are put in place. If you don't see them double, then they are not in place. So here you don't see the shower head double, so that's one is not in place. And as soon as it is in place, it's done. There it comes. See, now it's done. And then it looks like most of the stuff is in, actually. So that's good. Oh, here we need another shower head. Here, there's need to be a few more shower heads in. And some of those drains. Other than that, a lot of stuff. Yep, need some doors in here still. Ah, they're busy with it. That works. Actually works really well. 13 prisoners are up for parole. Well, we can have 9 talking in one day, so that should be done quickly. Now all the prisoners should soon go to bed again. All the medium security prisoners are eating. After that it's bedtime. And then the maximum security prisoners will go and eat. So what we can do Start our tunnel search already. Most of them are in their cells now anyway. Let's just make sure that we... ooh, the shop intake. We have a bit of shop intake and we found a tunnel. Oops. Basically, you do want to find tunnels if they are there because, hey, you want to get rid of them. But on the other hand, you don't want to find tunnels because that means they're trying to escape. You don't want them to try to escape. Just stay in, behave and get out. But okay, it is what it is. So far, only one tunnel. That's the good news. And we're back up to 32,000 and we make 16,000 money a day. I like this. Also brings me to the point that we're going to need a few extra guards. I want 2 extra dog handlers because they are so powerful. Let's get 2 extra janitors and 2 extra gardeners. We have the money for it now. We should get things under control at the moment. Still make 15,000. So yeah, we run a pretty okay prison. Food's going well. Things look nice and tidy. These are doing first aid or fire. I think this is fire. No, this is first aid because it's a doctor. Now this is fire. Well, now we get the fire training. So there should be a fireman coming in soon. See, these are all grabbing an extinguisher. There's the fireman. Doing the fire training. Nice. We go to programs. We can see that, yeah, they're all in for this. Everybody passed the first aid training so far. Very good. So now if a prisoner gets hurt, most of my staff can actually help the prisoner out and we can save a life. Perfect. I like that. And by doing that, we have created a prison so far with 162 prisoners that we can have. We make a good amount of money. We could be making the common room and yard there already and get that done. So things look quite nice. So thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to it. And then I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much and bye bye.